just got little Herbie home. You can see he's a little unsure initially, so we've got the older dog on the lead and we brought him straight out into the garden with the chance he might go to the loo because he's been in the car. Wasn't sick in the vehicle, hadn't been to the toilet, which is great. So it means what we did previously, introducing him to the car, has worked. He did have a little bit of a squeal in the car, but settled quite quickly, and we just ignored him. He was in the boot in his puppy crate. You can see, nice and settled here. Millie's doing okay, so I'm just going to take her lead off now to make things as normal as possible for old Millie. So we've got little Herbie out on the grass, just letting him have a little mooch about, see if we can get him to go to the toilet before we go back into the house. We've got Millie out and about, and you can see the family being really nice and calm, which is great because that gives the puppy more opportunity to figure out what's going on, and we can get the dog work done. Remember, Herbie knows about people, so he's more familiar with them. The dog has probably not seen a beagle before, or a different breed other than Dobermans, so this is important. But this is a really, really nice introduction here. Millie's being calm. If Millie wasn't a calm dog, was very excited or anxious, we might take a longer period of time to do this. But you can see whilst Herbie, if you like, is on the back foot, he's not so sure, it's a better time to introduce a puppy to a nice calm dog. And you can see he's being very respectful. Millie's showing good body language. That's perfect. The family are being calm. Really, really cool. Nice. Good stuff. If we let Herbie do lots of this exploring today, it's really mentally tiring the puppy, which is going to help us put him to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want is to do, getting him out in the garden, out in our arms, we might go out onto the street, just the last thing at night to keep the dog active mentally. This is going to help him go to sleep. Yep, and remember, because going to sleep tonight on your own, although we will have Millie next to him tonight, that will help him. But some of the puppies that have left the litter might be going on their own tonight. And remember, it's totally alien for a puppy to be left on its own. So this quiet, gentle exploring from the puppy is perfectly normal, guys. And it's important to let the puppy explore. Don't be too over the top. Oh, he's picked a stone up. Oh, he's done that. Remember, it's like a baby at this point, or a toddler. He's very inquisitive. You can see he's on a little bit creepy, unsure. And these things are all part of growing up, and we want to make sure we don't get in the way of that. Let a puppy be a puppy, but obviously within reason. So we talked about plants earlier on today that might be toxic or dangerous. So we make sure we're aware of those plants within our gardens. You can Google those. But we want to make sure we're always monitoring the puppy, but the puppy is allowed to explore. And of course, like here, you can see we're just going to gently pop him back down. He's on the wall there. That's it. Good. And let him carry on. This is very, very important. In the home, to allow him to explore, we might use toys. But out in the garden and on our little walks and jollies, which we should be doing from now. I know he hasn't had his second vaccinations, but we want to use the gardens, taking him out in our arms to see other things. This is all going to help that puppy learn in such a critical period about our human world, which, remember, is totally alien for this little chap.